Hey, Damone, this is Josh Sibley with Louisiana Gridiron Football. We spoke after the game, and you said stats don't mean anything to you. You do everything for your team, but after having that 15 tackle game and that fumble recovery, you are the SEC Defensive Player of the Week. Um, so I know stats don't mean anything, but I mean stats kind of played into you being named Defensive Player of the Week. So, how does that go into this week for you?
I mean, I'm blessed, to be SEC Player of the Week, but I mean, honestly, that was, from last week's game. We have a new game this week. It's just my biggest thing is just to go out there and just, do it all again, but do it better. Because I mean, I made mistakes on Saturday. We all made mistakes on Saturday, but I mean, it's all about just going out there and just improving on the things that I messed up on, and just not letting them things carry over to Auburn.
Hey, Damone, before the season started, you had, raved about how Blake Baker was really part of your resurgence and how you've been playing better, this far into the season. Just how much more of an influence has he been going forward?
I mean, Coach Baker is just like he's a good coach, man. He's not just like a coach, he's like a father, he's like a friend, everything. He makes you comfortable with him, and that's the biggest thing, just having a relationship with a coach that, what I'm saying, that he's been everywhere, what I'm saying, and just, I met him back in the spring, and we just, our relationship just got stronger and stronger. And I mean, he just, he rubbing off on me, just having me going out there. He always tell me, just go out there, just play, trust what you see. Don't second guess yourself. We're gonna correct the things we need to correct, and that's just one of the things a few things that I look at, just moving forward and going through with the game.
Damone, I guess LSU Social is now posting pictures of you and saying the leader, and obviously you've taken on a leadership role. Just kind of curious, what goes into kind of figuring out how to lead or what the team needs at a certain moment? Like, how do you kind of know what to do?
I mean, they had guys before me that, when I came here my freshman year, and I had like Devin. Devin was a guy that, that done everything right. He helped everybody. He did whatever he needed to do. And I mean, that just rubbed off on me. And then I had my sophomore year, I had Patrick Queen and Jacob Phillips doing the same thing. So it's just like a domino effect. It just rubbed off on me, and just being one of the older guys on the team, and one of the experienced guys on the team, we have our team young. We have a lot of younger guys, so I just want to, just be that person that they can go to, on and off the field, but first I have to make sure I'm doing the right thing first before I can sit there and tell somebody else what to do.
Hey, Damone, Wilson Alexander from The Advocate. If Derek has to miss time, Dwight McGlothern, kind of was that guy who kind of step up. It's a small sample size, but just what did you think the game that he played as a starter there on Saturday, and even in maybe a little bit of a backup role against Central Michigan?
I mean, I'm not surprised that Dwight went out there and played the way he played. I mean, he been doing that, since he got here. He was actually having a good camp before he got hurt. So like I said, I'm not surprised. And I mean, another guy that I want to take the time out to shout out is Cardell Flock. That's another guy that we all knew what we had to do from last year. And he's a guy that just coming to work every day, and just take on the opportunity and take on the challenge to get better.
Hey, Damone, yeah, just I guess talk about one of the storylines this week is obviously the quarterback battle over there at Auburn, and you guys potentially having to prepare for both Bo Nix and T.J. Finley. I mean, just you're very familiar with both guys. Just talk about I guess what you've seen on film, and just obviously your relationship last year with Finley. Just talk about that whole aspect of this game on Saturday.
On film, both guys are have different things that they are unique doing. I mean, like I said, I still have a relationship with TJ. That's not gonna change. He once LSU Tiger, you always an LSU Tiger, whether you here or not. So I mean, we gonna take on the challenge this week. Whoever the starting quarterback is, I don't have nothing to do with that, but whoever the starting quarterback is, they're gonna put forth their best effort to win, and I mean we're gonna do the same thing.
Hey, Damone, I mean, preparing for Auburn this week, obviously, I mean, the running back duo that they have over there has been able to put up yards consistently. Just what are the keys for y'all, and what makes their run game go?
I mean, we just have to do what our coaches, prepping us to do. I mean, it's a SEC game. I mean, we know what we got to do. This is one of the games that that I had circled, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us had circled. Because I mean, like I say, in order to be the best, you have to beat the best. So we just got to go out there and do what our coaches prep us to do.
Are there any run schemes that they do that have jumped off the page as far as just early preparation goes?
I mean, they run a lot of duo, split zone, counter. They do things like that. But that's the main three runs that they do a lot. But our coach is doing a great job prepping us for it, and we are ready to take on the challenge.
Hey, Damone, I wanted to go back. You mentioned, Devin and Patrick coming before you. When they leave, is there kind of a official, unofficial kind of passing of the torch to you to become the next guy? There's a DBU, but there's a linebacker lineage just kind of built as well. And do you feel like maybe you've taken a step in that direction of maybe becoming a complete player and maybe helping your team's success and then moving on to the next level?
I would say. I really don't know. I just feel like, everybody have their time. I wouldn't really say about a torch or anything, but, I mean, I just feel like, now is my time. Devin, like I said, I feel like Devin paved the way. Devin paved the way for Patrick, and Patrick paved the way for me. And I'm nowhere near, where I need to be at. I just got to keep improving every day, and then, everything else going to take care of itself.
Yeah, hey, Damone, sorry, one more from me. Just considering what happened last year in this game, just how big of a chip do you think this defense has on its shoulders, coming in this time and, trying to, I guess, put forth a little bit of a better effort?
I mean, not just the defense, the entire team have a chip on their shoulder. We know what happened, last year, but we're going to leave the past in the past, but we just know, we know what we have to do, and it's just another opponent in our way of the end goal, which we want to achieve.
Devon, Scott Rapolay from The Advocate. Have you seen much of film yet of Auburn? And if so, what things do you think, how do you think TJ may have improved from last year when he was on your team?
Oh, I mean, I did watch film on Auburn. I mean, I'm not a quarterback, so I really don't know. But I mean, he improved a lot. He actually helped his team come back and win. So I mean, that just says a lot right there itself.
And you guys had to play this special defense to try to beat Miss-State last week. Coach said y'all might be even in a more base 4-3 look this time. Yeah, obviously there are always changes, but does that appeal to you? Are you excited about their physical team? You guys want to be physical? Does that kind of appeal to you as a defensive player? Just go out there and let's see who the best man win, that kind of thing?
I mean, I'm just excited because it's just another opportunity, to be honest with you.
Hey, Damone, whatever. Hey, Damone, Will Alexander from The Advocate. Just when you talk about going from last year to this year, just what were sort of the things that you really needed to focus on in your game to take the step that you had?
I needed to be more physical at the point of attack. With taking on blocks, and I mean those are things that I talked with Coach Baker, and I talked with Coach O as well, and those are some of the things that I need to improve on. I mean, it's still an ongoing skill that I'm still working on because you can always sharpen up a tool every day.